And this is Monty once again from DPL Surveillance Equipment. We're back at it again, of course. And today is Tuesday. Me and my wife are gonna run some errands, stuff our faces with as much as we can. Maybe go by a shooting range or something, a gun store, and have them take a look at our 9mm handgun and see what it's worth or whatever. I think it may be a special customized type of gun. So anyway, we're going to check into that and see what we have as compared to what we think we have. Also, been reading a little bit about Facebook and its troubles and travails going on. Looks like Facebook is definitely not making the best decisions nowadays. I think when they acquired Instagram, they paid $20 billion or some ridiculous amount of money for that particular company. But it looks like they haven't been running that operation very well, and the founders are leaving. So it just goes to show something, you guys. Sometimes you can have a whole lot of money. And, excuse the noise, 1 second. Sometimes you can have a whole lot of money and not have a whole lot of smarts. Or sometimes you can have a whole lot of smarts and not have very much money. But don't ever assume that just because you know of wealthy people or you heard of wealthy people, that those wealthy people are actually smart or intelligent. Sometimes those are the people who make the biggest mistakes of all, mainly because they have so much wealth. You know, when you spend $20 billion, $30 billion on a site that actually that just allows you to upload photos of cats and babies and broadcast that on the internet, it doesn't actually mean that you're getting a whole lot of value from that type of acquisition. So again, make sure you understand not everyone who's very wealthy is very intelligent. A lot of times you're going to be disappointed if that's what you think. Anyway, they're learning the hard way, and Facebook is down at least 2%. As a lot of those people from Instagram walk out the door. What else has been going on? Central banker is resigning from Argentina. What else is going on? Just a lot of reminders that things on some fronts are looking pretty good, but overall there's not the type of economic rebound that I've been expecting for a long, long time, and we'll get into that in a second. By the way, my name is Monty Henry, owner of DPO Surveillance Equipment. We run a full-service surveillance and security equipment company. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products. We have 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. We have the largest inventory of items that not only can you buy, but you can rent and lay away as well. We have 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. I think I said that already. And we have the largest inventory of items that not only can you buy, but you rent as well. I said that already. And in addition to that, we have a very large video library. Let me turn my phone off. Maybe that's in the back of my mind, throwing me off here. I got to keep the phone, turn the ringer off rather, so I'm not interrupted. Anyway, humongous video library, humongous podcast directory, humongous blog, a number of blogs and articles on the website. Find out about cybersecurity, read about health and fitness, read about cybersecurity, read about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, health and fitness, you name it, it's all there. Plenty of information, free content. As they say, content is king. If that's true, we should really be doing a lot better than we are now. But we'll get to that in a second. We accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, by the way. So you crypto millionaires, um, those of us who got into Bitcoin early on, you know the feeling of how we're doing just fine. Thank you very much. Those prices were very good 4 to 5 years ago, so should be a lot of complaints there. Anyway, use your Bitcoin, use your Bcash, use your Litecoin, use your Ethereum, and shop in our shopping cart. Drop some of that Bitcoin wealth, the crypto wealth in there in that shopping cart on our website. Um, what else? Oh yeah, it's been completely redesigned, and we're putting the final touches on some things now. Well, actually, everything's pretty much done. I had some miscellaneous things that I gave to my developer. He's pretty much done everything. Gonna maybe optimize it for we're gonna do some SEO work, search engine optimization work. That's the only thing left. That's probably going to be a waste of money and time, considering that most people are completely broke. So anyway, we're going to waste some more money on the website. We got tons of new products. I spend hours and hours and hours uploading new products. I spend hours and hours and hours uploading lots of used products and just making a lot of tweaks and different things. For what, I don't know, but anyway. Moving right along. We're trying to get away from MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and Discover. Those guys have been ripping off consumers for a long, long time, making $60-70 billion a year on discount fees, settlement fees, batch fees, service fees, statement fees, miscellaneous, you name it, every type of fee you could imagine. They're charging us for it, and we have to increase the amount of overhead to compensate, which means prices reflect that. When somebody charges us more, we have to, if we can't eat the charges, we have to pass that along to someone, right? So that's why a lot of things are more expensive, as they are particularly in the United States, where for some reason the people in Washington, whatever, let these crooks get away with it. Anyway, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is going to allow us to circumvent that system completely. Wells Fargo is laying off 26,000 people, just as an indication of how corrupt those type of institutions are. MasterCard has paid out $6 billion there, $7 billion over there, and including the other guys, American Express and those guys. J.P. Morgan Chase paid out a record $13 billion to settle fines of you name it. LIBOR rigging, currency swap rigging, derivatives manipulation, you name it, they've been doing it. Money laundering, everything. So that system is very corrupt, and we need to get away from it as soon as possible. So anyway, I'm trying to do my part as far as educating you guys to help expedite the transition away from those institutions into the cryptocurrency space, where there's transparency with the blockchain and accountability, where you can see the public ledger, look at transactions as they flow from one point to the other, where we don't have middlemen and intermediaries and all of that. So totally different environment. Anyway, moving right along. Today's topic. Now, this is an indication of the fact that the economy is not booming by any stretch of the imagination. I don't care what Donald Trump says about GDP growth and how it's supposed to go to 5, 6, or maybe even 7% or something. That ain't happening anytime soon. And if it does happen, it's just going to be on paper, because according to what I'm reading, according to what you're going to read and hear, we have a whole lot of issues going on, okay? Today's topic is called Used Car Sales Boom as New Cars Get Too Pricey for Many. Again, used car sales boom as new car